Hi, I don't know how to intro these videos yet because this is still so new, but hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess, and I don't know what the name of my channel is right now. I think it's Jess Runs Things. I don't know if it's gonna stay like that, but my last video was talking about how I felt at 21 days into my version of 75 hard, which I'm calling 75 consistent. And so I'm already on day 30, and this feels wild to me, so I just want to check in on what has changed, what's easiest, what's hard, what I'm going to do going forward. So what has changed is I have lost some weight, 9 or 10 pounds depending on what day, because right now I'm just kind of stuck at 181 or 180, which is really frustrating. I know the scale is not the end all be all, so I did take some more photos and looked at them and compared to when I first started. So I do notice some differences, even if they are small. I did do measurements and I have lost a little bit. I know it's not an overnight process, but I'm like, you know, sometimes you wake up and you're like, I feel skinny, and then the scale and everything else, your clothes are like, no bitch. So there have been, like, I lost an inch around my waist and like a half inch here, I think an inch on my thigh. So like there have been changes. I just have to remind myself, like, this is a sustainable change and not something to just drop weight overnight. So I am making progress, but it's frustrating, but I'm gonna keep going. So those are the biggest things that have changed, really. And what's been easiest, surprisingly, the tracking my food, drinking my water, workout, that part has been very easy. There is fast food, but it's just like not somewhere where I want to drive to go get it. So I end up making most of my food at home, which makes it easier to track. And yeah, I don't know, it's not hard. It's not really a pain to me to like pull out my little scale and track my food. I mostly eat the same things and just kind of, you know, change them up to try to vary the meals, but this really hasn't been as hard as I thought it would be getting back into that. The water thing has been easy. I've always been good with hydrating, and the workouts. And I think it's been easy because, like, some days I don't want to work out. I lay in the bed long in the morning because I like to do my workout in the morning, but I know I make myself get up and do it, which is surprising because I struggle with depression and anxiety, and I am in a lower point right now with depression. And so I know the only thing keeping me, like, you know, above water is this. And so that's like a motivation to get up and do it. And that's not me saying that you can work out and beat depression. No, I'm just saying this iteration right now this is what's working for me. And I just feel better. So my stomach isn't hurting. I don't feel bloated. My body isn't aching. I'm not constipated. I'm so regular. So I know that all of these things, the eating right, the hydration, and especially eating right, getting my fiber and the movement, like, I feel good. I'm not having back pain, knee pain, like, especially with the mobility. So I'm like, I got to keep this up if I want to feel good, just like in my body, even if I don't like aesthetically what she looks like, I feel good in it. And so that helps me keep up with it. What's been the hardest has been sleep. I wanted to get 8 hours every night. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's like 6 because I am a night owl. But then my body's like, okay, it's 7 a.m. Let's get up, girl. And I'm like, no, I just went to sleep at 1 o'clock. So that is a struggle. It's either I need to go to bed earlier, maybe I need a sleep mask, like a sleep later. So that's been a struggle. Also, in the original 75 hard, you're supposed to read like 10 minutes every day of a self-help book. Boo, I don't believe in self-help books. They're all the same. So I was like, I want to do 20 minutes of language learning 5 days a week. And I haven't been consistent on that. I have done some. Last week I didn't do it at all. So I really would like to get back onto that because I know it's good for your brain, and I am trying to learn German. And then, yeah, I got to figure something out with sleep because what am I supposed to go to bed at 10 o'clock? I can't do that. I feel most alive between like 10 and 2. That's like the time I thrive. So I just need to find a way to make my body stay asleep longer. That's really the issue here. Maybe I just need a sleep mask. We'll see. But what's changing going forward? So I'm basically keeping most things the same, but I did want a little challenge for this second 25 days. I mean, I'm into day 30, so I'm kind of late, but I've been seeing this on Threads and on TikTok, and so my original step goal, part of my 75 consistent, was 7,000 steps a day, which I've hit almost every day, except maybe 2. So now I'm gonna challenge myself for 30 days to do 10,000 steps a day. I started yesterday and met it. And if I do complete all 30 days, I'm gonna treat myself to a massage. And if I don't, then I don't. It's fine. I know 10,000 is like an arbitrary number and that the benefits don't really increase above 7 or 8,000. I know that, but I just been hitting 7,000, so I'm gonna try to do more, because at the end of the day, it's going to be more time that I'm moving instead of just sitting, and that's just gonna be good for, you know, cardiovascular and like my hips from not sitting and, you know, being tight all the time because I have really tight hips. So everything else I'm going to keep the same, and I'm just going to change that and see what changes come of that during the next 30 days. And yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully I can finish and give myself the massage. But I'm going to keep my workouts the same. I'm following a program with Stronger by the Day app where I'm lifting 4 times a week. Right now we're in a macro cycle trying to improve our one rep max for bench press, which I lifted today, and I've increased my 1 rep max to 89 pounds, which is big for me because I hate upper body. And then I'm also following a like Pilates based mobility and core program with the Ladder app. So I like doing the both of those, because before, even when I've been in a good weightlifting part of my life, I rarely do mobility, and so like my hips, my ankles, everything stays tight. So I'm doing both, and that is going well. So I'm just going to increase my steps, keep my macros the same, my water the same, because I get 80 ounces a day. I always get that. Some days I get more, some days I'm right at 80, so I want to leave that right there, and then obviously work on trying to get some more sleep. And incorporating in my language learning. So feeling great. I can't wait to see, you know, what changes, and maybe there won't be anything crazy from the walking 10,000 steps. Maybe there will be, and I'll be like, oh my God, 10,000 steps changed my life. But I look forward to that at the end of this next 25 days or whatever, or I probably will wait to the 30. I'll take some more photos and measurement and all of that stuff and see what changes I can see. But I know this is just the start of a very long journey to get off the additional fat that I would like to get off, and then while trying to build muscle and then maintaining it, which is it's hard to lose the weight, and then it's really hard to maintain that. So that's why this has got to be a marathon. This is a marathon. No, this is like an ultra marathon, okay? This is an ultra marathon for life. I'm trying to put in these healthy habits now, so as I am getting older, I have these things in place. I'm, you know, supporting my bones, my joint health, you know, so I'm not having aches and pains when I'm getting up, sitting down, bending over, working on my balance. Because although the best time, it would have been great if I got into this in like my early 20s. Still a great time, still young enough to, you can start weightlifting at 60, 70. Actually, there's never a time that's too late. But this is a great time for me to start and keep that up. So I don't know what my next video will be, but there definitely will be a check-in after the 10,000 steps, because I just wouldn't film a video every day. That'd be kind of pointless. I did film like a what I eat in a day, although it wasn't the best day of eating because I like skipped a meal. But I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do on this channel, like how often I want to post different kind of content. I would like to do like a vlog, you know? So it's still new on this side, still trying to get used to stuff. If for some reason you are a reader and you want book content, I do have another channel where I talk about what I read, publishing stuff. I do vlogs over there. So it's called Jess Owens, or I'll link it down below and you can find me there. But that's it. So I'm gonna keep going. We've been consistent, so far so good. We are winning. And I'm trying to think of what my reward to myself will be when I complete 75 consistent. My friend was like, maybe like a workout set or something. I don't know, because I just usually wear the same things over and over. I wear old t-shirts and the same pair of, I have like 7 leggings and like 2 pairs of shorts, old t-shirts, and that's what I wear. Maybe I'll get myself a nice bathing suit for when I go to Thailand in February. I don't know. Any ideas for a reward for myself when I complete 75 consistent? I'd love to know. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.